Is it recording? Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to A&E Paranormal. We are en route to the
Old Edwardian schoolhouse in Nottinghamshire. So,
yep, Old Edwardian schoolhouse in Nottingham. I've never been there. Is it
Long Eaton?
Right, Long Eaton. Can you tell I'm not very good at using my camera, so I do apologise for that. Yeah, Long Eaton, the Old Edwardian schoolhouse at Nottingham. And myself and Yvette.
Hi.
We're all happy to be going. We're meeting up with John and Lindsay from A&E Paranormal. And in the back, I don't know if we can see, but
hello people.
Can we see you? Can you actually see on the screen?
You can see the glint of my glasses, that's good enough.
Okay. Well, that is my stepson and my stepdaughter in the back, but we can't see them, but it'll be alright. It's not that important.
Children should be seen and not heard.
Yes, precisely. Or should I say, no, it's heard and not seen in my case. But yeah, we're on. we are on route now to meet up with John and Lindsay, and this is something that we've been looking forward to for quite a while. Since we've known about it, we've been really looking forward to it. I've got a fresh pair of underpants on because it was getting that exciting earlier. I did not want to fart, so I put
too much information there, Alan.
Precisely, fart, too much information. But yeah, guys, we're looking forward to this one tonight. If you've not gathered, and
he's got his giddy pants on.
I've got my giddy pants on. Yeah, I changed them earlier, as I said. But yes, I'm looking forward to it. Yvette's looking forward to it, and so are the other peeps. They're all looking forward to it. So I shall see you later, and we'll put the rest of it on the video later as well. Bye.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Paranormal. I'm Yvette.
And I'm Al.
Tonight we're in Long Eaton. We're in an old Edwardian school. It's in Nottinghamshire, and apparently it's really, really haunted. What do you know about it?
Well, I know that there's been apparitions being seen in all the corridors, especially if children's voices being heard around the corridor, so we've got equipment to see if we can pick up on that. We might only be allowed in 2 rooms tonight, but we'll give it a try, and if we hear anything in the other rooms, we can't check them out, but some of them do have windows, so we can point the camera in there.
Yeah, it'll be good fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. So, sit back and enjoy.
Hi guys, we're in one of the, I think this is the art room in the Nottingham School, and at the moment we're going to do a tarot reading with Chloe, myself, Yvette and Jordan. So we're going to see if we can communicate doing a ghost communication on the tarots. So I'm going to point round now and we shall let Chloe take it away.
So since there's no general vibe or communication that we've received yet, we'll just do a general mix up and call out. If there are any spirits in this room or anywhere surrounding, can you please communicate through these cards? You are able to pick any cards that you wish or anything that follows.
I should have put my trainers on. These trainers make these boots make a right noise.
To this deck, I apologise for my bad shuffling. I'm disabled and all that. But please feel free to use any of these that fall out in front of you, any that just seem generally to your liking, or anything that you can communicate through these. So if anyone would like to ask a question, I would please do. Yeah.
Is there any spirits in here present?
The first card we receive is the Queen of Swords. If this is a spirit present to us, this is quite a defensive presence. It's not 100% confident. It's like second. So if you think of a hierarchy, this would be someone that would be the defender of everyone, not essentially the ruler, but they can be essentially aggressive if need be. So if there is a spirit communicating with us now, I'd say it's very hesitant at the minute, and this is it saying, I'm here, but I am on the defence, so be very careful.
Okay.
Is what I'd get from that.
Okay. So I take it that you're staff. So would you be not maybe? Are you a woman?
The next card we received is the upside down Queen of Shields. This is again also defensive cards, but also things that can symbolize wealth, which would suggest it is a staff member because paying and money and income. Yeah. But with it being upside down and portrayed as a woman on the card as a queen, I would say is rejecting that you are a woman, and it might be a man.
It's a man. Okay. So, are you probably not the headmaster, but maybe head of year?
Yeah. Next card we get is Rebirth. So Rebirth is definitely a sort of going from the ground and coming back up into something new. So you'll be definitely on the right lines. It's like second in command.
Yeah.
If we link all that we've got together, we've got someone that's quite defensive but quite of a higher status if we're taking the Reborn. But if we're also taking the Reborn card into account, we could also take someone that's quite young. So maybe 20s. Someone is maybe defensive because they're new to the job, they're new to the area, or you know what I mean?
On the way up, on
yes,
the step
exactly,
ladder of
yeah.
the... Right, okay. So what subject would you teach?
The next card is the Four of Shields. So like I said, shields is, again, resemble to money. So if I was to make a link, mathematics, or anything that was some type of calculation, so maths, geography.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Why are you still hanging around here?
Is the most important question. We again have the Ace of Shields. Now this is an interesting one. If we take into account all that we've got, I like to recap and go over what we've got. We've got someone that's quite, they're a defensive male, rising from the ladder, they're quite young, probably new to the scene. If we're then taking to the Ace of Shields, they're probably, I'm trying to translate it, they're probably still following their path.
Right, yeah.
So still trying, they see themselves still here, teaching, trying to make their way up. They might have faced some sort of controversy because they're young, other people look down on them, and maybe it's that sort of defence that they need
trying to prove themselves.
Right. If that's so deeply ridden, is what we can see in their very defensive stances.
Right.
And quite masculine presence are a lot of these cards, except for the woman, which is reversed. I would probably say if I was to make a guess on their behalf, that they're here to defend their worth and really try and prove something.
Right. Okay. Are you here alone?
We have the shadow.
Excellent. Are there children in here with us?
The next card, we have the mother. It is a nurturing card. It is also a card that leaves in trying to make more of a situation. So if we're going with the theory that they are a maths teacher and they're quite defensive, then there are children around here that they want to push. So protect them, but push them in like a nurturing way. So we've got a very dominant, nurturing figure, I think.
Right.
Well, while we've been talking about this, both me and Jordan, this was before you put that out, we heard something at the door, but because you two were talking, I don't know if you actually heard it or not.
No.
It sounded like something, well, Jordan's pointing to SLS, so I presume he's wanting me to turn that on. That can wait a minute. Okay. But I heard something toward the door.
Okay. We can ask the spirit if that was
So I actually said no. So that'll be picked up on camera. I said no. When you said, is there any children in here? I said no, but I was saying no to the door.
Right.
From what I heard.
Okay, so if anyone disagrees or has another interpretation, please speak out. They are very proof in terms of the card.
Right, may I ask if that was you who made that noise then, please?
The next card is the Ace of Wands. It's quite a cheeky card. it's for creativity. So if I was to get that, it was probably yes, then at the door, and then it's probably the most person you're going to contact with, and in a lot of creative ways. So I think the more creative you are in trying to gain a response, the more likely active he will be and willing to engage for. You kind of have to prove your worth to him. This is a very defensive person. He's like, you're in my domain, this is my place. Prove your worth a response from me.
Yeah, because we're just here to learn about the afterlife, if there is an afterlife. So we're intrigued. Is there anything you would like to say to us?
The next card would be the Three of Wands. This is sort of leaving the past behind. I think this is a weird kind of like a cry for help. Like obviously, if we again go back, we're on about a defensive man who's tried so hard to climb up the ladder. He's stuck here for whatever reason, maybe because he still wants to prove himself, but he wants to be released from that. If we look at the Three of Wands, there is a lot of brightness and strength and freedom. With obviously, if you look at the image and take it into account, there's ships in the distance. It's that idea of setting sail onto new pastures. I think this is someone that's torn between wanting to move on to new things, but still has that type of
something's holding him back.
Against all of this past that's been here.
That actually sounded like it was from that radiator area
It
at back.
sounded to me over there like a chair moving.
Yeah, I heard a chair move. Jordan, just radio upstairs and just find out if John and Lindsay are above us and if they've just scraped a chair on the floor.
John and Lindsay, come in. Lindsay?
And just take your earpiece and plug your earpiece and just try it on. Right, we're already hearing noises, but we're just double checking now to see if that was John and Lindsay upstairs scraping the noise on the floor.
No, they're in the corridor.
They're in the corridor. Right.
Thank you.
So I don't know if you guys at home heard that, but that were a really loud scrape on the floor. I thought it come from over this way, but obviously above. It weren't none of us guys that have moved. They're out in a corridor, so there's a possibility of activity already starting. So this is what tonight brings. Anyway, we'll carry on back with doing this tarot reading.
I think that's a really positive sign. When I think of that chair scrape, I think if it's the same person who wants to sit down, it's like pulled up a chair and like, right, if we're going to do it, let's do it.
Yeah, I did have a chair right next to me. Oh, there's one next to Alan.
It's the one that I
get
moved.
that, and
Did you take
come
his chair?
What?
Did you take the ghost chair? Not really.
Well, I sat down on it originally, but we doing the cards. I decided to stand up so I could film them.
Right, Spirit, there is a chair next to me. You're more than welcome to sit next to me. I won't bite. So, do you have any messages for us? I can't possibly help you to go on to the other side because I wouldn't know what to do, and it's not for me to do. Ow, that's the radio.
Who's got the K2?
It's in that way.
Do you want to just turn that on and stick it onto the table? You just push the central part. Yeah, and just put it onto. Right, guys. So we've got the K2 out.
Okay, Spirit.
I will show you around the room. All we've got is chairs.
We've got the Seven of Cups. This is quite a low card.
That's all we've
If I
got.
was to interpret
Back to the
it
table.
the columns in on, so we've got a really good array. We've got the swords, we've got the wands, we've got the shields, which are normally coins. Cauldrons are a lot more complicated. Even though swords have their own thing, the cauldrons are seen more aggressive, right? But more subtly aggressive. Think of more inner aggression rather than outer aggression. Okay. I think what this is, as we can look at the card, there is kind of like spirits lingering. I think what I was trying to say is there's many people here that are in a similar situation to him, right? But they're really far. Okay. And all we can do is just look like, I think what this is saying is they're kind of like living as they was.
Right.
Like, as we've seen, this is his story.
You mean they're still carrying on as there was before they passed away?
Exactly that.
Okay.
I think he's probably one of the only few that knows they're gone.
He knows he's passed away, but he's
Yeah.
still doing his job, keeping an eye on the rest of them.
Yeah, and all he can do is watch them being ignorant. Because if there are children's spirits here, he's going to turn around and say, yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
How can you say that to some kids?
Well, that's fair enough.
And
That might be.
I think that's what keeps him here, all these, if there's young spirits here.
That might be something worth inquiring about later, because I do know there's something about the headmaster, but I don't know what it is.
Right, okay.
So it might be something worth checking out about that.
Okay.
We have quite a sad character here.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be sad. You can come and talk to me, I don't mind.
So if we just want a brief recap for
Yeah.
people watching,
Yeah.
we have quite a defensive young male that's probably
I'm just going to try and come round here so I can get a shot of all
not as high
of
as like headmaster or anything like that. He's quite defensive of children and people around him and his career, which he's trying so hard to push forward as a young person. And despite wanting that freedom and like knowing he's no longer a part of the living, he can't leave these other spirits that are just not in the same position he is yet.
You can't leave them behind.
He's not wanting to leave them behind because he feels that he needs to be here for them to protect them and carrying on.
Yeah. Oh. It's quite sad.
Yes,
And
it is
nice
quite
of you
sad.
at the same time. I hope the kids appreciate it.
We'll have to find out. We'll have to try.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there any more questions you'll have for him?
Will you join us all evening, if that's okay?
And follow us around.
Yeah.
Follow us around the school. Let us know that you're here with us.
We have the forest swords. This is a type of tiredness, a weakness. So I think he doesn't have as much energy as the others. I think this is him, like with the swords. He's trying to push.
What was that?
Yelling.
It sounded like someone said oi oi or something.
Yeah, I heard that.
It sounded like it were here.
Yeah.
That sounded like it come from this chair, guys. I'm gonna have to. I hope that's actually caught on camera on sound because I heard it sounded really like it said oi oi.
I thought it was like a stomach. Do you know when you went like that?
I heard the noise. But I don't know.
Well, why don't you just say instead of pointing? Because while you're pointing, I don't know what you're talking about. But I heard it in this area, and it sounded like oi oi. Something a lot.
Saying.
Just hang on a sec. Right, we've got some noise out here.
Just walking through.
You want? Right, John, Lindsay, guys. Right.
We went above you.
Have you just been saying oi oi or something in hallway?
No, Lindsay just said
I thought I heard
messages were
some.
coming downstairs.
Right. Well, it's just that the reason I've opened the door is because we're just literally doing a tarot reading. We heard the chair drag, literally as if somebody had just moved. We heard that. I can't see a bloody thing with you having your light on, boyo. I'll point it back to me. So we've heard a chair drag across up above us.
Yeah.
And literally, where these chairs are here, we've just literally, while we were talking, we just heard like a faint oi oi.
We didn't say oh, you didn't guys.
No, we didn't say oi oi.
Hi guys at home, if you're watching and you can see me. Hi guys, glad you're watching. We're already getting activity, so when John and Lindsay get in this room later, good luck to them.
Yeah.
Well, when you radioed, we'd come out of that room and
We
we'd
were-
gone
we
right
were
down.
right down.
Right, so you were already down the
Going into
corridor.
these, yeah.
Right, well we heard it directly above us, but I don't even think you were actually in this room above us.
No.
It's round opposite side actually.
Yeah.
It's on opposite side of the stairs, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there you go guys, we're getting a lot of activity already.
We're waiting for a wander.
Well,
Yep.
get any more.
Yeah, well good luck.
Some more.
Yeah. Right, so guys, that was John and Lindsay from ETA Paranormal, and they've not done any noises, but we all definitely heard in here something that sounded like oi oi, and I hope it is actually on the tape or the video, should I say, not the tape. They don't do them anymore, do
Yeah,
they?
it's all gone out in the
Right.
90s.
Right, anyway, back to where we are.
Alan, would you like to turn the SLS machine on for Jordan here, because he wants to point it in that corner.
I'm just stressing out a bit in this room. I don't know why. I feel calm, but at the same time, I'm stressing as well. We've turn the SLS camera on. I don't know why, because we're not going to get anything in that corner. I really don't think we are. I think it's over that side, and it's just past the side of the mirror. But if we go and point the SLS to the mirror over there, there's a possibility it could actually map the reflection back out of there. So I don't think that's going to happen. But I don't know why I don't know why I'm agitated. I really don't know. But this, I didn't feel no in this room earlier. I really didn't. But it's got an energy in this room where I'm feeling not aggressive, but just pissed off, basically.
Yeah, you're a bit.
It's like.
Sounds here, by the way.
Right. I just feel stressed out, pissed off, but yet inside I actually feel fine. I can't explain the feeling that I've got in here. And to be honest with you, I don't know why we've got the SLS out at the moment. And for me to say this, I don't know why. But yeah. I just don't know why we've got that out at the moment. But it feels like easiest way that I can describe it is, why have we fetched us toys in?
Ah, so
if that makes any sense more, yeah. It's like, why have we fetched us toys in when we're not going to get anything with them?
Well, you don't know, do you?
Well, no, maybe not, but that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel pissed off.
Taking on the
I might be picking up on energy.
Yeah. Right, that sounds like a door. It's probably saying when
that's a car door or something outside. That was definitely outside, but that weren't upstairs. Right, here we go. This could either be Sam. Hello? Right guys, I don't know if that was Sam, so I shall just have a quick look and find out. Sam? I don't know. If it is, he's going to have to come back down and find us. Right, I'm going to go back into this room. No, I feel alright in all way.
Yeah,
it's just when I come in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Sam because he was already whoever it was. Right. This is something that was on the door handle. The bell, if you can see that guys. It was just on the door handle. I am going to place it on this chair here. So as you can see guys, it's on that chair. Not on the door handle, on the chair. So if that's not there later when we come back, fair enough. Right, here he comes. We're in here. I did shout you. I turned the torch on when you were going up that way.
That's it.
Right, so for you guys at home, Yeti has arrived. Here he is.
I don't know that. I told them all that outside.
Oh well, fair enough.
I even stood there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say
we just heard the bang, but did you say oi oi outside?
Yeah.
Right, well, and that might be that debunk then, guys.
Yeah.
But we heard something like say oi oi while we were in here, but it sounded like it come from this area.
Yeah.
Right, we're just doing a tarot reading. Right, anyway, so.
Are you live?
No, I've come off it.
All right, so I went live and I turned it off.
I told them I'd be back home and I caught up with you lot.
Right, that's fair
So I'm
enough.
trying to get here. Tried ringing you, no answer. Tried ringing you, no answer.
Oh, my
Flight
phone's up
mode.
there. I know I've got it on
Flight mode.
Ah. So
Right.
the post come up saying that you put something up not long ago.
Right, the K2 did flash a minute ago then, but that could be because Sam's got his phone directly that close to it. But as you can see, it's not flashing now. Just put your phone near it, Sam, just to prove. Right.
Yeah.
As you can see, guys, do that again. The phone does interfere with the K2.
Right. Put this on live again, yeah?
Well, do you want to leave that until we get into the next area?
Yeah.
Because we're already halfway through this now.
Yeah, carry on. Are you
Right.
alright there, Jordan? Are you getting anything?
Nope.
No?
Is Yeti moving his arms constantly?
No, that's just mapping the stick figure out on, so it'll make it look like he's moving his arms. You can see the outline of him on the SLS, so you'll know that he's not moving his arms. It's just mapping out the stick figure on him, so to speak. Right, anyway.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Right, yes.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Right. I'm talking to any of the spirits that are in here. If I'm talking to the head teacher, the head mistress, or any of the higher ranking teachers, are you the one that's affecting me and making me a little bit peeved off?
The card is the moon. This is definitely their doing. The moon card is illusion, it's trickery, it's hiding, it's secrets. It's
Can you just lower that torch down a bit?
All right,
It's just that I'm trying to see cards, but I couldn't see it then because it was just reflecting back, that's all. I can't see him now, just hang on. Better. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'll feel like if I was to say this is a different entity, it's a lot more outgoing and cheekier and pushy.
Okay.
It's just like, yeah, I'm the one messing with you, it's me. It's very... The moon is a strong illusion card, so it will make you think and feel things that may throw you off or it may lead you down the right path. That's like the cheeky, the fun side of it.
Well, the ironic side of that, what you've just explained, is to say on how annoyed I was a minute ago and how cheeky I was about the torch then, before you even said about the cheekiness. I don't know if that's anything to do with you, but anyway, carry on.
Any more questions? Because if we're taking this card into account and it is another spirit, the other one may have gone, there's maybe a new one, there may be two.
Right. Yeah, do you want to use all our energy to help you come forth and help us out with our investigation tonight?
Like a big as a square and then...
Yeah.
Like a full stick figure under the table?
Well, I can't get it back anyway because I'm not recording on there.
Yeah. All right. You might as well turn that off then, Jordan. Yeah. And save the battery. Right.
So what is the...
Do you want to use our energy to help us out with the rest of the investigation?
You just turn the battery off at the side of it as well, Jordan. Other side.
This is the Six of Wands.
There's a green light on opposite side. Yep, tap.
This is a form of uniting card. As you can see there, everyone bounds their creativity together and someone leads that on. So whoever this entity is interested in cooperating in some way.
Okay.
I can't say which entity that is, whether it's a past one or the new one. I'd have to say it's the new one, purely because of the Four of Swords we got earlier, which is saying they're very tired and they're defensive about it.
Yeah.
So if I was to say
that's not
that
much,
entity
that's not much better.
it's kind of died down, so it's probably knackered. And this new one's not coming forward as if to say, I'll take that role.
Right.
I'd be willing to lead the charge.
Yeah, so deputy head teacher type thing coming through,
Yeah,
saying, right, head teacher, you can have 5 minutes off and I'll do whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
What can you see?
I can see,
right.
yeah, I can definitely see. I can see the cards. Can't see them the best, but I can see them.
So
Yeah, we'll be able to see them on.
You see, it's better when you've got it slightly off of the cards, because then it's not up a tad more. You had it right a minute ago. Yeah, that'll be about right. That'll be about right. Sorry.
Right.
No, it's just that I can see
Let's
them,
get on
but
with
when
it.
I go like that and move around, then I can't see them from this side. But that's why I've been staying at this side. You see.
Right, okay.
this, I don't know why I get this, but I feel like this entity we're speaking to here and the other one we spoke to, there's a conflict. There, we've got this, and like we was talking about with these past cards, how they were trying to climb up the ladder and sort of get that type of power or hierarchy, and then we've got this one coming like, no, you lay down, I've got this.
Yeah.
So even though I can't feel any conflict right now, there might be,
Right.
just by how the past and future cards
Yeah,
cooperate.
I'm getting chicken skin now. Now that we're talking about shivers, chills.
Yeah.
Use pimples. Yeah.
Right, any more questions?
No.
No? If not, we can thank
Well,
them.
we'll wrap this up then.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you
Mm,
very
we'll-
much for your assistance in this matter, and hopefully we will
Meet you later. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Thank you for talking.
Table for us as well.
We'll build energy back up and try again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try energy again, guys. Go on then. There we go. It's back in the coffin.
Nice one.
Well, once it comes back off of the screen on there, it's a big figure. Yeah. Well, all you've got to do is when it disappears, just click the stop button type thing, and then it'll save it and process it. So then I can stick that onto the YouTube video as well.
Right.
But I actually show that you're pointing the other camera at us. Yep.
Right, okay.
I feel like I'm churning a butter.
Right.
It's still in the coffin.
Right, okay. Right, if there's anybody in here with us, which we know there is, would you please move this to yes, please? I heard a yes then, did you?
That right side. That's the right side. Still in the coffin. We're not going to make you move this planchette, but we'd appreciate it if you could. We're here to talk to you, we're here to communicate with you. We'd like to know anything about your story, anything why you're still here. It's gone. Right now, pass me this camera. Now just point that one round so I can see where I'm telling you to do it. Well, I can't see from here, can I? Right. Just push pause.
The check mark.
Yeah, hit the tick. No, so it's processing,
Yeah.
so then once that's done that, then push record again. It just actually means that we'll capture it then and I can put it onto the thingy.
Right. Can you feel the breeze on your hands?
Oh, I'm going to say you didn't have
My
to
hands
wait.
feel very cold.
Can you feel the breeze on your hands?
Palm in my hand feels cold.
I can't feel diddly.
That's because you're faffing about doing
They say
everything
we've been here
else.
longer. I have such a weak
No,
feeling like
because
this week
that
downstairs.
needs to come
And then
out
a really
that way.
weak one.
No,
I don't know, I just get that
no.
vibe.
Push
Because I
record.
can sense something, but it's very
That again.
slight.
Yeah.
Right, so now it's recording again.
Right. Okay.
Come on, Spirit, use our energies. Move this planchette for me, please. Can you take it to the first letter of your name? Can you move it at all?
Do you want Alan on here? Do you want him off?
If you want me off, move it. And I'll happily come away from the board. Are you actually moving that yourself?
No.
Are you moving that, Sam?
No.
Chloe?
No.
Right, so why has it gone to no then if it do... Right, put it back to the centre. You asked if it wanted me off the board,
Right.
and I said if you move it I'll leave,
Yeah.
but does it want me on the board because it went straight to no?
Okay, right, we're asking a direct question. Do you want Alan off the board?
Yes or no, please? Do you want me to leave this board? Yes or no, please?
Well,
Would you like me to leave this table? Yes or no? Feels like he's trying to get to you, but is it because you've got your arm firmly on the table, Sam, that it's not doing it? Do you want me to leave this table? Yes or no?
Do you want me to leave this room?
We're here just to try to find evidence that you're here. We're trying to communicate with you the best way that we can.
You can use our energy if it helps.
By now killing my wrist, holding the camera this way.
Yeah. Right, should we say goodbye then?
Yeah, if you're not willing to communicate with us,
Should we ask if it wants to switch to tarot if it's too weak to do this?
Having coffee.
If you want to switch back to tarot cards to help you communicate, would that be better? Try to move to yes then.
yeah,
I
that's
think.
what I'm thinking. I think it's trying to move it, but there's just not enough energy on
You can
board.
use our energy.
Are you in that coffin?
You can hear Lindsay.
If that's you in that coffin, and now it's just moved.
Yeah, guys, for you at home, that's Lindsay and John from A&E Paranormal at downstairs. You can hear Lindsay.
It's sat on the chair behind you.
Yeah, that's fine. Can you come toward the table? Sit next to us at the table instead of
Yeah.
sitting behind us.
Come and join us.
Come and join us. Talk to us.
This was a small figure.
Is this a child with us?
Come on, there's some toys on the floor you can play with.
If you're too weak to communicate, can you just nudge it a little, just even a little movement at all, just to let us know?
I'm hardly touching this. My fingers are bouncing up and down on it.
I
because
know, but
trying
I'm
to
touching by
touch
nail.
it as less as I can. So we just take it to goodbye then?
Yeah,
and try
take
to
it
tell her.
goodbye.
Okay, well thank you anyway, Spirit.
Thank you.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, he's just gonna like funny. He's gonna like
That one.
fud,
Mine too.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still sat there.
It's alright. If it's still sat there, it's still sat there. Right.
But actually, yeah, point it to
we
say,
getting
look,
we are getting SLS figures coming in there.
if there
and
is
coming in
anybody, is it
this chair
this one
and that
here?
chair.
No, it's in this chair here,
This one
and it's
here?
at that coffin,
Okay, so this one here, can you see me?
and now it's behind the vet.
Right, it's
so
behind me. So do you want to shake my hand?
Can you just stay still?
Alright, Jordan, I'm just gonna suggest you move because you're pointing it directly to a mirror. Try and come and stand over this side.
Let me show you guys at home. Again, the figure in that coffin there. just
It's
behind
now that you're not getting a reflection now off of the mirror.
the other place.
And so if it comes back up again,
Chair there. If you do see anything, I'll have some on for that on it.
right, screenshots please guys.
If you can,
Is
you
it
can.
calibrating?
Now, just get close now, I've got you.
Yeah. Is there anybody next to me?
Not at the moment, no.
Is there anybody here?
Just calibrating on the
Tickle,
coffin.
tickle, tickle.
That's tickling the
Tickle, tickle, tickle. I'm just hoping it's not very tall.
Well, it can't be that tall if that's the size of the coffin.
Yeah.
what? 6'2".
I'd say that's more of a woman's coffin.
Yeah.
We are now thin it is.
Are you getting anything, Sam? Jordan?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
It's picking you, but it's not calibrating anything else. Right, now it's calibrating the coffin, but it just keeps going up.
Yeah, because there's no there now for it to calibrate them.
Yeah, but if I keep moving forward.
Just because you're getting closer to it doesn't mean it's going to make it surprisingly jump in front of it.
You never know.
Right, it's got a reasonable distance on range. But when you're shining it in front of a mirror, there's a very good chance that you're going to get the...
No, it's actually in the coffin.
Maybe, but there's a mirror literally at the side of it as well, so it could be reflecting that light back to that lens, making it look like it's standing there. Got to look at it in debunking it as well, as just because there's a stick figure there. We can't say, oh yeah, that's definitely a spirit there.
It could be
Yes,
down.
have you have a little go at
Could be
that?
down to a
If
mirror.
you think
Yeah, it could be down to mirror, it could be down to reflection, it could be to do with shadow that we're casting from phone off at live stream.
Do you want to try with the tarots again? Or?
Yeah, we can try
Yeah,
with
we'll do
tarots
the tarots
again.
again. I think that's a good one.
But I can't.
We're going to do tarot cards
Yeah.
now.
It's better for weaker spirits, as we've
Yeah.
found.
So, hold on.
That bloody light's bright on your phone.
Yeah, it is. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to stand behind the phone. I'm going to
Stand behind
stand...
what? The phone?
Your phone. I'm going to stand behind that. I'm going to film with my camera still. And I'll have a quick natter with people on live while you're doing whatever you're doing as well.
Yes.
So, thanks, guys.
Oh, lovely.
No.
Right, tell them to come and join us.
So where is it then?
We're going to
Right.
play a game now.
Here we go, guys. I don't know if you can see this at home on this camera. There's two stick figures there. This is on SLS. There's one in both chairs, one at the table and one at the chair. But I'm just unsure because he is a mannequin. Because he is a mannequin there, it could be calibrating off of that. There is a mannequin here, so it could be mapping that out, but there's something picked up here and picked up there.
Right then.
So who we've got watching. Hi Randy, how's it going, mate?
If there are any
Lauren
spirits in
Sherwood,
this
thank you
room-
for watching. Samantha Keeling, thank you for watching. Andy Wiseman, thumbs up, guys. I know there's only 2 of you watching at the moment, I think. But can we have some thumbs and some likes, please, just so we know you're still there?
Right then. We start.
If there are any spirits in this room, I present to you these cards that portray different messages, different meanings, and to try and communicate to us. Please put as much of your energy in as you can, or borrow ours, to try and tell us what you want us to know. Free to ask questions on you.
Okay. Right, is there any spirits in here with us? Please.
The first card is the Ten of Wands. This definitely, if I was to guess, it would be the child spirit.
Right.
Wands is normally like as I said when we did the card downstairs, it's very creative, it's more robust and outgoing. But if I was to go this, it's not a child that's had a good background. If we take a look at the image, they're struggling, they're trying to end up somewhere, and the road is not looking good. So if this is a child, it's not a child that's had it easy.
Okay.
So they might not be as willing to come forward, which is why we might have not been able to talk to them on the Ouija board or the spirit board, because either they're too weak because of all that they've been through, or they just don't want to because of that, which might be an answer.
Okay. So how many of you are here with us?
Next we have is the Seven of Wands. This, all children. As Wands is more of a liberating freedom type thing. It's a lot more busier, hectic. And as we can see from the card here, there's many people behind, there's many people in front. There is definitely an array of people, but of different stages.
Right,
hierarchy.
okay.
So there's a mixture of students, teachers, anyone else. Is just an array of people, but they all have their place.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Okay. So there's quite a few people in here with
Yes.
us. Yeah, teachers,
Even not just
staff,
in here, passing
yeah.
by in
Yeah.
radius.
Okay, and children. Okay. Are you willing to talk to us tonight?
Alan with that nice shave. Thank you, Zach. It's not brilliant, but it's alright.
5 of Shields.
I'll give myself some likes and loves.
It's this idea of community. They're a lot closer knit, especially if this is referring to the children. They might be a lot more into each other. They talk and communicate together, and outsiders is just not their thing. So they'd probably be willing to talk, but they probably have to confer with each other. So we might get an array of spirits saying different things, especially when we've had 2 spirits here. From, as we can see, you said one was taller and one was smaller.
Yes.
So there's definitely some
So
team effort.
what tarot card are we doing this time? Are we doing
We're
to
still
find
doing-
out if there's still spirits here?
Yes, it's good
Oh, okay.
communication. So at the minute we've got the identity of a child that's generally struggled.
Right.
It's not had a very good background, which might be why it wasn't so strong or willing to come forward. That's just a possibility.
Fair enough.
And it's what is portrayed in these cards is that there are many spirits here, but that it's like a close-knit community, that not all of them are as willing to come forward as others.
Or maybe somebody's holding them back to speak
Yeah,
to us.
maybe.
Right,
That
okay.
could be the headmaster.
Very well.
Could well be.
That could be if they're scared of the headmaster.
Yeah. Are you scared of the headmaster?
And then again, Edwardian times, it would have been
Edwardian.
Edwardian. I don't know.
This
Yeah,
is
would
the
have
card
been
of
restricting
equilibrium.
it.
So when it comes, it'd be like there's a balance. So yeah, maybe it could be like fierce and a bit stern, but it's there's a balance to it. Sometimes it's
Respect.
nice. Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
okay.
What
I've
you'd
got-
expect in a school with a
I've got a
headmaster.
question for you.
Yeah.
Why is it upside down?
It's upside down.
So I know it's one meaning one way, one meaning
One
the
meaning
other,
one way
isn't
and one meaning the other. It can be perceived like that, but sometimes it depends on the card as well. So, and you've also got to take into account the other card you've pulled. So normally upside down, this would mean the opposite. So
Yeah,
chaos,
I'm seeing
essentially.
dust on my screenshot. I'm seeing dust go by, but I just saw a bright one go by. So I'm just not sure about that. Right, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
So even though normally it would mean chaos, if we were to put it in this sense that, oh, there's chaos, when we've got such a structured thing, you know, like close-knit community, there'd be a contrast, and then the path we'd lead would not be accurate. So when you draw a card, even if it's upside down, it should mean one thing, but you've got to take into account the entire process, and the other cards you pull for definite. So other people might think it means chaos, but from what we've done tonight, I definitely think it's more of a balanced presence.
Okay.
Right, thanks for letting us know that. Yeah, you've seen. Well, I don't know if they're all or dust. though.
All right, so he's seen it as well.
Yeah.
And who's that? Is that Zach?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, Zach. If I've just been looking back on here, and I saw dust going across, a fair few bits of dust, but then all of a sudden I saw a bright one go across. So that could be dust. It could just be close to light. I'm not sure. But yeah, I've been seeing it myself while I've been watching. And cheers for mentioning that I'd got a shave.
Because I didn't.
Right, are we going to
No,
carry on with these
Yes,
cards then?
please. Right, if can you show yourself as a ball of light, maybe, if possible?
Queen of Wands. This is to show us about, you know what I was on about downstairs, like the ideas of creativity and freedom and massive movement. They're not one to do it the typical way. So
Okay.
ball of light, stereotypical.
Okay.
They like more creativity.
Okay.
So what, if I was to say from what they got from this card, the toys are a good idea.
Yeah.
The trigger things, it's new to them. And I think that's kind of what they're putting across with this card. Like, they like the freedom of choice and the ability to move.
Mhm.
So I think that's a very good way to go, personally.
Excellent. Right. Shall I put the toys on the table?
Can you hear everything that's being said, guys? I don't know if the mic works on my phone or not.
Well, I'm going to stick that on there.
3 of Swords. This is a very upset card.
Okay.
So it does not like the idea of them being on the table.
Right.
The 3
Right,
of
well-
Swords normally can represent betrayal.
That is because the
So
camera's
this-
close to it.
So as
Right.
we've seen, like this child had a rough time. Maybe they've been loaded with toys before, so even though they enjoy the tactic, they might just
If
be
I
about
move
like,
that to
hey,
this side away from camera.
I don't trust you fully yet. Like, let's
Okay.
just
Yeah. Well, I'm
Alright,
not here.
Joel.
I'm
Well
not
done
here to
tonight.
harm you. I just want to see if I can communicate with you, just talk to you, so we can talk about the afterlife.
oh, how cute that my little friend is.
Yeah. Can you move any of them toys on the table for us, Spirit, if you are actually here?
Is that a question?
No, I'm just calling out to it, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Use it as a question, I guess.
Would you be able to move this car?
Two of shields. This shields again are defensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's also it can mean wealth as well, but I don't think that applies when it comes to this. Very stubborn. So if I was to go through it all again, we've obviously got a child with a bad background. Sorry to repeat myself, it's just so everyone knows.
It's alright, I'm not going to sleep, honest.
Yeah. So we've got a child of a rough or bad background in a close-knit community that wants to experiment and play, but it's not that trustworthy yet.
Okay.
So as if we take into a picture, the cat's kind of like, could do, but
Okay.
you're just not there.
Right. Okay. What would it take for you to trust us?
The Eight of Cauldrons. This means it's going to be a very long road.
Right.
It's another isolationist card. We've got a child that's, even though there's a close-knit community, might not necessarily be part of it. Like a rogue soul. Just,
So it'd be
Okay.
basically a bit like an outcast.
yeah, basically. So, which might explain why it's not so easily to trust, and anything like normal toys might not appeal to it, or it's going to be a stubborn one.
Okay.
It might like to just sit and observe, watch
yeah.
other people play with the toys and enjoy that type of thing. But
You see,
Okay.
I've just had an idea that I've just noticed that there's spirit board after spirit board up here. Right. For you guys at home that are watching it, even though there's only 2 or 3 people, if you watch the YouTube one, there is spirit boards up here. Now I'm just wondering on if that's the energy that I was feeling when I come in here.
Yeah.
There's one in there
But-
as well. On that one.
Yeah, there's a table there, spirit board table, and then there's another one over in that corner. So the spirit board's everywhere. Now I don't know on whether that's going to kick off energy in here. But if anything, I think what's in here is nothing to do with the school.
Really?
I think it's something that's come with one of these items.
So that
Oh, we
could
could
be
ask
ask,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
Okay.
if it's part of the school or if it's to do
Is there a
completely something
spirit
else.
here that's part of the school or not part of the school?
the Wheel of Fortune, Traveller,
Right.
passing. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of like the phrase the Wheel of Fortune is always
Yeah.
spinning. This is a spirit that comes and goes, passes in and out of maybe a variety of places, the school rooms. It's a vague line, which could also link back to like the lot of isolationism. Like the school may be a close-knit community and it just can't get into that. So
Yeah.
maybe like there's 2 spirits here. One was more willing to come forward and the other one was more willing to come back. Maybe it didn't want to communicate because the other spirit was here and it kind of didn't want to step on
Step his toes,
Yeah.
yeah. So does that mean that they're just travelling through? They don't
Yeah.
belong
To this
to this
community,
place?
yeah.
No, so is mine. Mine's gone like ice. But I think I hit nail on head with it not being part of this school.
Yeah.
That was a good question to ask.
It was,
definitely.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm looking around to see if I can get some sort of an impression on what I think it's connected to. But at the moment I can't.
should we ask if it's connected to anything in here?
Not
Yeah.
at the moment. Let me see if I can figure it out
Okay.
first.
Okay.
No, I don't think it is.
Are you a male or female?
King of Swords, very masculine. Swords, very defensive, but more outward defensive rather than like mentally defensive, which like the shields can sometimes
Yeah.
simplify this as a... Yeah, I can't
How are we doing tonight?
because as sometimes it's easy to look at the image as well as just trying to explain.
Well,
it.
have we
If
got
you
a couple more on
incorporate
now?
the image, then it's a lot
Yeah,
easier.
great show on.
So as you can see, we've
How
got
many views have we got?
this would be to it's me, this child
3
is a small
viewers.
girl.
Hi guys.
And
Love, like and
I'm
share.
not sure what age.
Please
maybe
share.
like
We've only got a
3
couple of
people.
viewers. We'd like a
That's
few
the-
more if
the
that's
general
possible.
vibe I get.
As you can
Who's
see, we're
in the
doing a
back,
tarot card reading
maybe
at the
doesn't-
minute. We'll probably
doesn't
give the
want to
Ouija
be
board
near
another go in a
her,
bit.
Like she's
Try
here
that
but
again.
not
Just trying to
connected
get
to
the
me. I can
spirits to be
see
a
her
bit
and
more
I know she's
comfortable
there,
with
but
us.
she's nothing
Right.
attached
While
to
we're
me.
here. So,
All we can do is try.
just stay tuned.
Before you, can I ask the next question?
Of course.
All right. Spirit, if you are here with us, when you're the one that's trying to communicate with us and you're not that strong, are you part of that furniture, the one with the mirror on it? Does this item here,
The dresser.
the dresser, is this something to do with you? Not the stuff that's on it, but I'm asking about the dresser.
That's the dresser.
Is the dresser something to do with you?
Back to tarot cards.
Nothing else, just the dresser.
2 of cauldrons. This would insinuate to me that he's a part of the dresser, but it's more of a... This is going to sound really weird, like a passing portal, like it passes between people.
Yeah.
So if, like,
So it's an
that
item.
mirror...
Yeah,
adds as,
like
a
you say,
connection.
the mirror could be a portal,
Yeah.
but you're saying on an earlier card that it's something that seems to be passing between people.
Yeah,
Now it's a piece of furniture that could get moved from family to family.
indeed.
So it was just something that I felt that I needed to ask.
Not just the furniture, though. Every item on there could be
It's no,
passed along.
no, the other stuff on there I don't believe is related to the spirit that's here. I think it's just the dresser itself.
Well, mirrors are supposed to be portals.
They're
Yeah.
supposedly
anyway,
portals.
So there's a mirror on there, and yeah, maybe they've.
It's more to do with the dresser. For what I feel, it's more to do with the dresser than
maybe
any
they
of the
brought
objects on
dresser
there.
in, maybe it's never been in this school before.
Maybe.
And they've brought it in
And you just
from
come through
somewhere.
the portal and be like, oh, hello.
Yeah, hello.
And something,
Right,
so-
yeah.
something that I
Yeah.
might ask him when we go back in there about that dresser.
Yeah.
See where it's come from.
Yeah. Are we correct in what you're saying, Spirit?
Is there any questions you guys all might like to ask?
The magician. So, you're basically correct. I'm trying to put this in more blatant terms than the mystical
Yeah.
jargon. The
Yeah, guys, if there's anything that you'd like to ask, put it on screen and we'll happily ask it out for you.
might as well while they're here. So magician is like a form of, it's hard to explain, like a correction. So like, yes, you are correct, and it's kind of like it's like a mystical card, like a shock card. So it's like, oh, all right, yeah, you're pretty much on the right lines.
Mm.
Okay. So is he willing to speak to us now?
No, I don't think he is.
It's like
I think he's too busy watching.
6 of Shields, he's not ready to talk.
Yeah, I think he's just watching.
It is very much an observer card. The shields again is a mental defense.
Yeah.
And as you can see the pictures, like we're trying to reach up and grab him, and he's just like, I will watch, thank you,
Yeah.
and that is enough for me.
It's an observer. Is there any questions on there that they wanted to ask?
Nah, nothing at the minute. Nothing was coming up.
Could try and see if there's anyone else in here.
Yeah, yeah.
I was going to say, you can ask him why. He doesn't feel comfortable talking to us.
That we could.
Well, yeah, but you said
Is-
there's
is
a lack
it-
of trust, didn't
It's
you?
like
Yeah.
a trust.
Takes
He's
a
not
long
willing.
time,
He's not
so-
willing to trust us.
It's gone through a
Um,
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not exactly, we're not here to hurt him, we're just here to communicate.
Yeah. That's hard to believe if people who don't know.
But it depends in one sense, because if people have been in here before doing seances, doing spirit boards, tarot readings, if they've been antagonising and being rude toward the spirit, he might not want to talk because of how he's been treated before.
Could ask that if you've been antagonised
Yeah,
before.
absolutely. Have you been antagonised before?
10 of Swords. It's a lot. It's very aggressive. So
So basically, he's a bit peed off.
yeah, it's a bit peed off. People have come in here and disrespected things, touched things, messed around with things, and even though he's also passing through, it's a respect thing. It's a formality. he's come into this close-knit community and he's seen it and witnessed it, and even though he's not a part of it, he's still defensive of it. Like, if he's attached to this dresser and like stuck in this portal or travelling phase, he's going to be defensive of what he's got already. So I think he's not willing to talk because maybe he's sick of being just insulted or used, or maybe he's sick of being misguided. People come in like, oh, there's a student, there's this, and he's like, well, that's not what I am, I don't belong here, and he's been misidentified.
Yeah, okay.
Ask about the 7-year-old girl that's in here.
Is there a more specific question other than the 7-year-old girl?
Yeah, why is she here?
Why is there a 7-year-old girl here? 10 of shields. So she belongs here, she's a part of this close-knit community. If we look back to this card, the 9 of shields, so the one just before this, there is a young girl here, and he's just watching. He's nothing to do with her, but he's aware of her presence. He's not 100% sure why she's here, but she's definitely part of this close-knit community, so I'm guessing a student.
The little girl that's in here, can you bang on one of the doors or touch one of us, please? I'm fully aware of your energy in here. Can you bang on? I heard a knock, but I don't know if that were other guys. If that were you, could you do it again for me, please? Really low thump. Right, I'm going to ask you one thing and one thing only. And if you do, we will happily leave you in peace in this room. The doors on this unit in front of me, these ones here, I'm just going to see if they actually move. Yep, they do. And they're quite heavy as well. If you are here and you want us to leave, speaking to the little girl, can you close one of those doors or move one for me, please? Then we will happily leave you. If it moves quick, I'm shitting it and running.
I'm not seeing any dust. Susan and Paul have just said no and no.
That might have been from me asking on what the sound the problem before, I don't know.
Oh, could be.
Go downstairs then.
Right, shall we just pop in here a sec?
Let's go into it for a video.
We'll have a meet up with the rest of them and just have a word.
Hello. John's gone on his own for a bit.
Has he?
How did you get on when you were on your
All
own?
right, we're all right.
Yeah, we'll take Obulus 5.
Me and John said, look, we're not mediums, and we're not going to bring.
Is
we
John-
don't know what that light is.
Is John downstairs?
Exactly, yeah.
Is he up or down?
Don't know.
Where did you get
I'll have a walk round tonight.
Yeah, I'll have a walk with you.
To be honest, it was downstairs room, probably for flashing bulbs, we had a lot more activity.
We're going to see if we can find John anywhere. John from ETA. And for you guys at home,
If you see anything, take a screenshot, please like, share and subscribe.
yeah, and for you guys at home as well,
I'll be found John.
if you want to get a night vision camera to do any of this stuff, by all means head over to Spirit Vision. They do a really good night vision camera. Head over there, guys. Give them a like and a share. But we're just looking for John to see if we can find him.
Oh, he's down here.
How do you know he's down here? All I can see. Are you sure? And not the light off your camera?
I'm sure, John, so. Yeah, is that it? No, you'll find it.
No, he's here.
You alright, buddy?
Yeah. We just come looking for you.
John from ETA.
Good evening, how are we guys? Going now. Hello, my son.
Hi guys, how are we doing?
On camera.
Oh, on camera, look.
Look at that, guys, we're on telly.
We're being watched.
you guys been up to? Have you got anything? Not much?
I just keep getting really stroppy.
Oh, that's it's a normal night.
Well, yeah. No, but you know what I mean? It's like, I just want everybody out of here.
Mm.
Not in the wrong way toward any of us,
Yeah.
but I can't put my finger on it. I can't. If anybody else is out at team looking on how I am,
Yeah.
they're saying it's not me. But I don't want to be putting ideas into people's heads saying, oh, I've got taken over by bloody head teacher and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's how it feels like, as if I'm just telling everybody to just get out. You're not welcome in here, you're not wanted in here. Your toys aren't working and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I just can't explain it. So I thought I'd come have a walk around for 5, tell them what's what, go out and have a quick see, I think.
No worries. I'm just wandering around. Have you finished in that art room now?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a wander back up there then and see what's happening in the art room.
Have you actually felt out in that room while you've been in there?
No, I didn't. No.
Right.
No, I was fine in that room. I even pulled that desk out. I was sat at that desk. I sat in that chair that were in cupboard.
Yeah.
No, I've not felt anything. Nothing negative anyway in that room.
To me, it's not. Whatever it is that's in here, it's not nasty.
No.
But it's just get out.
Yeah,
you know
I think we did feel that they were like a head, like I said, an headmaster. We were quite strict, and he wanted you to obey the rules.
Yeah.
But we believe that was old headmaster's office.
Yeah.
That room that we were in first.
But
Yeah.
also say,
Headmaster's office.
you're all right
And
now.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But
This
is what we were saying to you earlier, that when we first went in there, we didn't know it was headmaster's office,
No, we didn't.
and I were getting really strict and saying your toys aren't working and. Throw it really quickly. I'll run out of here very fast.
It's trying, isn't it?
I can feel it. I can feel it trying to move toward Chloe, and I've hardly got my finger on it. Come on, Spirit. If you can use our energies, just try to use them a little bit harder. Try to put all your strength into it to move this planchette for me, please. You're gonna try and take your arm off of the board, Chloe. You know, just like lift it up like that, and then that way, if it is trying to move there, if you've got your hand there, you might be stopping it from coming across type thing. Is it still in coughing, Jordan?
Yep.
Well, as long as it's recording now, it's alright, you don't need to poop yourself. That's what we're here for.
Right, if there is anybody in here with us, I can feel you on my hand. Would you move it to yes, please?
You didn't just knock then, did you?
Yeah, I think he did. He just fell over his own feet.
No, right, no, it's just that I thought it were over that side.
There's a figure sat on that chair behind of it.
Oh, is there?
No, next to it.
Would you like to come and join us? And please move this to yes.
It looks like a
please.
child.
Yeah?
Where did I just put them toys? I put them on the chairs over there. Right, talk to myself, Jordan. Did I put the toys down there?
Oh no, I'll put them on the shelf just there.
Alright. Well, take them off of that shelf.
Your camera.
Near my camera, I've got my phone in my pocket. Right.
No, you have the camera. The infrared one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not recording that on this, am I? No. If you're here, Spirit, there you go. You can have a couple of toys there while you're still doing that.
Don't worry guys, just takes a while. Just bear with us.
Yeah. We moved them over.
Well, I'm gonna film toys down here, so then at least it's something to stick onto YouTube on video. Right, I don't know if I can see them. No, I need something to prop it up with. I don't want to
Put
be
it on
using.
that table there, behind you.
You know the spirit you saw on
Put
the
it on
chair?
behind you, on that table.
Put them on there. That's another spirit
Did it
board.
look like the same one as
That'd be
the
alright,
coffin?
wouldn't
I
Or
just don't.
different?
I need it.
Different,
I
so
need
there's
it pointing
two.
down like
There's two
that.
spirits in it.
If you know what I mean. So I need something underneath it.
Yeah, but There was two figures, one was big and one was small.
So there's two spirits.
Yeah, so there's a child spirit in here, and there's also an adult spirit.
Who moves that, you?
Yeah, I'll move my finger
Right,
around.
well, while you're holding that, if you can point that down toward them toys, but well, actually, hang on. Oh, that's too far away zoomed in.
Or you got any comments yet, Dawn?
Right.
There's people watching.
Yeah, well, that's fine. And do you want to just point that toward the table for us as well? Thank you.
We'll build energy back up and try again.
Yeah.
We'll try energy again, guys. One moment. Here we go.
It's back in the coffin.
Nice one.
Ooh. Well, once it comes back off of the screen on there,
It's a big figure.
yeah, well, all you've got to do is, when it disappears, just click the stop button type thing, and then it'll save it and process it, so then I can stick that onto the YouTube video as well. Right, are you actually sure that you're pointing the other camera at us?
Yep.
Right, okay.
I feel like I'm churning butter.
Right.
It's still in the coffin.
Right, okay. Right, if there's anybody in here with us, which we know there is, would you please move this to yes, please? I heard a yes then, did you?
That right side.
Follow the
That's
dog.
people outside.
Still in the coffin.
We're not going to make you move this planchette, but we'd appreciate it if you could. We're here to talk to you, we're here to communicate with you. We'd like to know anything about your story, anything why you're still here.
It's gone.
Right, now, pass me this camera. Now just point that one away so I can see which way I'm telling you to do it. I can't see from here, can I? Right, just push pause.
Do you want Alan on here? Do you want him off?
If you want me off, move it, and I'll happily come away from the board. Are you actually moving that yourself?
No.
Are you moving that, Sam?
No.
Chloe?
No.
Right, so why has it gone to no then if it do? Right, put it back to the centre. You asked if it wanted me off the board.
Right.
And I said if you move it I'll leave.
Yeah.
But does it want me on the board because it went straight to no?
Okay, right, we're asking a direct question. Do you want Alan off the board?
Yes or no, please?
The stick figure's right next to me.
Do you want me to leave this board? Yes or no, please?
It's pointing.
Where?
To Alan.
To Alan.
Would you like me to leave this table? Yes or no? Feels like it's trying to get to you, but is it because you've got your arm firmly on the table, Sam, that it's not doing it? Do you want me to leave this table, yes or no?
Do you want me to leave this room?
We're here just to try to find evidence that you're here. We're trying to communicate with you the best way that we can.
You can use our energy if it helps.
Aye. this way.
Yeah. Right, should we say goodbye then?
Yeah, if you're not willing to communicate with us.
Should we ask if it wants to switch to tarot if it's too weak to do this?
It's back in the coffin.
If you want to switch back to tarot cards to help you communicate, would that be better? Try to move to yes then,
Yeah,
I think.
that's what I'm thinking. I think it's trying to move it, but there's just not enough energy on
You
board.
can use our energy.
Are you in that coffin? If that's you in that coffin, and now it's just moved.
Yeah, guys. So you at home. That's Lindsay and John from ETA Paranormal out downstairs. You can hear Lindsay.
It's sat on the chair behind you.
Yeah, that's fine. Can you come toward the table? Sit next to us at the table instead of sitting behind us.
Come and join us.
Come and join us. Talk to us.
This one's a small figure.
No. Is this a child with us?
Well, there's some toys on the floor you can play with.
If you're too weak to communicate, can you just nudge it a little, just even a little movement at all, just to let us know?
I'm hardly touching this. My fingers are bouncing up and down.
I know, I'm touching by
Touch
nail.
it as less as I can. Shall we just take it to goodbye then?
Yeah, we'll take you to goodbye.
Okay, well thank you anyway, Spirit.
Thank you.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, he's just going to light from it.
That one, mine too,
yeah.
right there.
It's still sat there.
It's alright, if it's still sat there, it's still sat there.
Right, actually, yeah, point it to them, so
we are getting SLS figures coming in there.
if there is anybody, is it
this chair?
Yeah.
this one here?
Chair.
No, it's in this chair here,
This one
and it's
here?
at that coffin,
Okay, so this one here, can you see me?
and now it's behind of it.
Right, it's behind me.
If you
So, do you want to shake my hand?
If you just stay still.
Right, Jordan, I'm just going to suggest you move because you're pointing it directly to a mirror. Try and come and stand over this side.
I'll show you guys at home. You get a figure in that coffin there. Just
Now that you're not getting a reflection now off of the mirror.
And the other place.
So if it comes back up again.
Chair there. If you do see anything, ask them that'll hand it.
Yeah, screenshots please, guys.
If you can.
Is it calibrating?
Just get a bit closer now. I've got you.
Yeah. Is there anybody next to me?
Not at the moment, no.
Is there anybody here?
It's calibrating. It's calibrating on that
Tickle,
coffin.
tickle, tickle.
That's tickling the
Yeah, tickle, tickle, tickle. I'm just hoping he's not very tall.
It can't be that tall if that's the size of the coffin.
Yeah.
I'll take what? 6'2".
I'd say that's more of a woman's coffin.
Yeah.
We're announcing it is.
Are you getting anything, Sam? Jordan?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
It's picking you, but it's not calibrating anything else. Right, now it's calibrating the coffin again. But it just keeps going up.
Yeah, because there's no there now for it to calibrate on.
Yeah, but if I keep moving forward a
Just
little
because
bit.
you're getting closer to it doesn't mean it's going to make it surprisingly jump in front of it.
You never know.
Right, it's got a reasonable distance on range. But when you're shining it in front of a mirror, there's a very good chance that you're going to get the...
No, it's actually in the coffin.
Maybe, but there's a mirror literally at the side of it as well, so it could be reflecting that light back to that lens, making it look like it's standing there. Got to look at it in debunking it as well as just because there's a stick figure there. We can't say, oh yeah, that's definitely a spirit there.
Yeah, it could be down. Could be down to a mirror.
Yeah, it could be down to mirror, it could be down to reflection, it could be to do with shadow that we're casting from phone off at live stream.
Do you want to try with the tarots again?
Yeah, we can try
Yeah,
with
we'll do the
tarots
tarots
again.
again. I think that's a good one.
But I can't.
We're going to do tarot cards
Yeah,
now.
it's better
So-
for weaker spirits.
Yeah.
That bloody light's bright on your phone.
Here it is.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to stand behind the phone. I'm going to...
Stand behind what? The phone?
Your phone. I'm going to stand behind that. I'm going to film with my camera still. And I'll have a quick natter with people on live.
Yeah, if you'd like.
Whatever you're doing as well.
Hey there.
Okay. Yes.
It's just going back up.
So, that's guys.
Oh,
It's a
lovely.
bit loose.
Right, tell them to come and join us
So
here.
There's two.
We're going to play a game now. If you
Here
want
we go,
to join.
guys. I don't know if you can see this at home on this camera. There's two stick figures there. This is on SLS. There's one in both chairs, one at the table and one at the chair. But I'm just unsure because he is a mannequin there. It could be calibrating off of
How
that.
many people we've got there?
It's just two on here at the minute.
There is a mannequin here, so it could be backing that out, but there is
face cut away,
something
stuff
like
like
that.
Okay. Right then.
So we've got watching. Hi Randy, how's it going, mate?
If there are any
Lauren
spirits in
Sherwood,
this
thank you
room,
for watching. Samantha Keeling, thank you for
Glad the
watching.
spirits can
Andy Wiseman, thumbs up guys. I know there's only 2 of you watching at the moment, I think. So can we have some thumbs and some likes, please? Just so we know you're still there.
Right then, we start.
if there are any spirits in this room, I present to you these cards that portray different messages, different meanings, and you can choose any of these you like to try and communicate to us. Please put as much of your energy in as you can, or borrow ours, to try and tell us what you want us to know.
Save battery on this.
Free to ask questions on you.
Okay. Right, is there any